The following video is not intended for children and is best enjoyed if you've either beaten the main sequence quest up to Thou Must Live, Die, and Know, or you otherwise are not thrown into despair by spoilers.
Last time, as you'll remember, the plucky warrior of light continued his investigation into the final days. Meteion received a disturbing report from her sisters. Virtually all of the worlds they visited had been destroyed. But rather than recall her sisters back to Aetheris, Hermes elected to transform and fled with her into Ketosis Hyperborea.
Mistress Fanat, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded and it was put into a state of alert. Procedure dictated we evacuate immediately, and you have yet to investigate further. That's Hermes doing, obviously. And what does this state of alert entail exactly? Field of dampening magic. Ugh. Ketosis scholars and observers were unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. Oh, good thing I'm a warrior. Then consider us forewarned. We do, however, urgent business with Chief Hermes, and must enter the premises regardless. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has. Is this a dungeon? With all that enfeebling spell in place, we're not likely to be at our fighting best. I will be! I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with, to offer beyond etheric vision. Then you will put that talent of yours to good use. You are fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Fairly skilled? Now you've gone and raised everyone's expectations. You all need only make the most of your strength, and I will fill the gaps as required. Are we using these guys in a trust system? I was once a Zem, after all. 'Twas my job to rise to the occasion, be that as a defender, aggressor, or healer. Hey, she's like freaking Graha! I feel better about my lack of prowess already. And you, Silk, can impress us with your arcane majesty. You lob potent spells as easily as breathing, but can you also channel that power in a protective manner? So, are they all-rounders? Well, yes, should the situation call for it. Excellent. That should cover us on all fronts. What have I gotten myself into? Your tale led us here, Boone, so it's only right that you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we'll win through to Hermes and Meteion. And then we will face the future together.
Okay.
Ooh! Ketosis Hyperborea. Alright, first boss is a friggin' were-tiger lion thing. It's like a big old bestiary in here. Holy shit, like an indoor zoo. It's pretty cool. Oh, look at these guys. Alright, meet you at the boss. Alright, next boss. Laidon Lord. It's a three-headed snake with a bipedal body. Not too shabby. Alright, relatively easy boss. Lots of AoE, but nothing too crazy. Honestly, I think that this one probably should have been the first boss and the other one the second boss, because the first boss had this cool thing where he goes underground and you kind of have to use the footprints to figure out where he's gone. But anyways, let's go. And here we are. Hermes. Let's find out what he's got to say for himself. Winged Defiance, Hermes. Oh, of course he got that stab. That's the stuff. Dumb shit.
So,
that's not Hermes.
It comes to this.
Afraid so, buddy.
I have no wish to fight, but this time, I cannot yield.
I mean, I want to protect her too,
think
but...
me a mad, desperate fool. I will hold fast to my conviction.
Okay then. Okay. Garuda on steroids. That's how I would describe this guy.
Power.
Lots of wind blasting coming on, and fun fight, I gotta say, yes. Alright, well anyways.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteion into custody. And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Indubitably.
Meteion, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others. That they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed. And that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing.
Just one thing.
Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there a reason for living?
We conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own.
And what did you
One
find?
race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory.
She's falling into despair and she's transforming into something.
One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity.
Damn.
They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves.
This is pretty heavy.
One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy. They found joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live.
Why'd you have to pick all the dead planets anyway?
Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best.
Oh.
That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness.
So she is the cause
so
of it.
long as they yet lived.
She turned gray, just like the flower.
Even now their souls cry out for oblivion.
Fuck.
And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh,
Those wings.
beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Etheris.
Didn't Ultimisia have...
Rejoice,
for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain,
Fuck.
for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful. We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering.
What?
There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Atheris.
Oh, fuck.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die?
We're about to find out their name, or what they're gonna call themselves now. And I'm guessing it's gonna be some reference to something. What the shit?
Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
She may be a precious babby, but she's become corrupted.
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If we ourselves are flawed, does it not stand to reason that we too should be discarded?
That is sophistry, and you know it.
What he said!
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. But who is to say that you are right?
Ow! Wish I had
Let us
some way.
settle this with a determination.
Determination.
In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist.
Jiminy's.
If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise.
Wow.
If not, he will perish from the start. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos! Awaken!
Kairos. Ooh.
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Command. Universal memory alteration. Target area.
What?
Catesis Hyperborea.
Why? Well, what?
Starting point. Arrival of MSQ of the convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to MSQ and Hythlodaeus. Meteion's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present.
Fuck.
Execute.
Dude.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Is there a way to stop this?
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Is there any way we can do this? Get out of this.
Go, Meteion. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
So that obviously didn't happen in the original timeline, right?
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
But why aren't you stopping her now?
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
Oh, yeah! The knot.
This ends here!
Fly, Meteion!
Fly, you fools.
Ah!
Ow!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Never thought I'd be saying this, but thanks, Emmett!
Argos, to me!
Woohoo! Gotta get the hell out of there.
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
Okay, so let's
As
get
if
the
we
hell...
needed more pressure.
Right? What do we do? Hithy!
No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future.
Yeah.
Your world.
I agree.
This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with. Not yours.
Okay.
No. Your own struggle awaits. And no one else can take your place.
Okay, then get me out of here.
You must flee this place with your memories intact. And I will see that you do.
Thanks, Hithy.
Now then, where is it?
Where's what?
There you are, my little confluence.
Van Daniel, you bastard! Ah, so Banat must have not lost her memories in this case. Wait a minute. Oh, you almost have her?
Almost!
Oh, my butt is clenching. No!
Oh!
Fiddlesticks.
Very well then.
Oh.
You may elude us this day, but not forever.
And she's probably far enough away to where she doesn't necessarily have to get her memories blasted. Like, she's flying. Yeah.
Meteion's gotten away.
Yeah.
Second process complete. 1 remaining to execution.
This is far more disturbing than an alien.
No time for brooding.
I don't brood.
Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building.
Okay.
I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
Okay. What about you, Hithy?
I cannot tell you how sorry I am.
Suck my dick, man! You're not
Neither.
sorry!
Can I let you escape?
What do you mean you're sorry? Ow! With the pain. This isn't the worst fall I've ever had!
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was... over...
Over there? Yes,
Nice.
we were rather hoping you would.
Only now my
It was
butt's gonna
never
hurt.
anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement.
It's gonna be a
Honestly,
long episode.
I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azem.
Da 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 da. Yeah! Yeah!
There's no time! Quickly!
Dun 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 dun.
Even
dun, dun.
now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said,
So what?
do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Didn't he say that in Shadowbringers?
Final process complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
So only me and Vanat got out.
Go, Argos!
Faster! Must go faster! Must go faster! Go, 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 go! So those three are gonna forget. Well, I guess the calamity's still gonna happen here after all. The end of days. There's more to the cutscene. Okay. I'll end the episode after the cutscene's over. Like, before I turn the quest in. That was intense. Are you alright?
I'm fine. Just a little tired.
That's understandable. You know, sometimes...
Can it be true?
Sorry.
Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life?
I don't
Are
know.
the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations?
Oh, I hope not. But there's so many of them out there.
And yet... I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteion's presence. And the place where to we must go.
I see.
Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her. One which allows us to follow her trail. She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emmett Selk and his Ladeus, all is not lost. We remember.
We can use this knowledge
So
to our
long as we
advantage.
remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
So what now?
What indeed? Let us begin by ascertaining the situation at Catesis Hyperborea, where the others should still be. Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case... I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time?
Good doggo.
Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him.
All right.
Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
Okay, more echo training. Okay, got it. I hope this new echo control we're learning is gonna carry over to the next expansion. That'd be great.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests.
So he did exactly what he said he would.
But Meteion, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she
exploded.
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos's accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Yeah, it's as we feared.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Venar and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
If Venar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress is well. I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Oh man, they've forgotten us.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Venar about it when next we meet.
Yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteion did, it seems he bore the brunt of it. Once you are fit to travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld.
Huh.
If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
That conversation's dragging out a bit, not gonna lie there.
Let us rest. If only for a while.
Yeah, okay.
After all, you and I... Oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
Okay, is that the end of the cutscene?
Are you feeling it all recovered?
No.
I understand that your exertions were more than purely physical, but resting one's body, if only for a moment, is never without merit.
Ah, you got that right. As for Hermes, I think it unlikely he'll create any more entelechies. He poured much of himself into Meteion, sorry. And now she and her sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind. The grief must be unbearable. He will blame himself. He will believe that had he never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, then the media would never have been born to suffer and die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day hence, he will face the advent of the final days in the role of Fendaniel. Heavy duty. Boone, listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for his misguided determination, or to convince Emmett, Selk, and Hithi that they've been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. You must fight this battle in your age, and I in mine. Come, let us walk together once more. I will see you to the doors of prophylactic.
Okay. I've got my bourbon on the rocks. I've got my San Pellegrino with caffeine in it. I'm ready.
I hope my body can take it.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home.
Yeah. This is where we split up. I'll miss you, Vinod. You're
May
a
you
fun
and yours
person.
emerge triumphant.
You're fun.
Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain.
How am I gonna track down the thing you're fighting?
With Meteion free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done.
So we're gonna create a timeline.
In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control.
I think you're right.
I must carefully consider who can be trusted, and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories.
That's true.
And were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come.
You're overthinking it, Venny.
Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the convocation.
What about Azem?
Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist.
I'll drink to that.
And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteion at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead.
We need Makoto Naegi.
Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friend's memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us.
Or,
We
or a
cannot
split
know
timeline.
until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path.
You know, like in Dragon Ball Z.
And I pray you walk with me to the end.
Absolutely.
As you move forward,
Damn it.
so too will I. As will all, resolved to fight for the morrow.
Any person who wields a sword like you is a friend
And
of
when
mine.
mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion.
Nice.
She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise.
And I'll try my best to save the other you, too.
Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
So she's gonna fight her in the past, and we're gonna fight her in the future. Wow, these go really good together when you drink one after the other. Load. Hey, I'm used to it now. That's good. The first time I got real sick. But now I feel kind of relaxed. I mustn't get complacent, though.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandania.
I guess I get to witness some stuff. Whoa. Oh, there's Vana. Whoa. The fuck? Oh, is this the... Oh, this is the final day. This is, Amarat. In the end, she wasn't able to stop it.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame.
My head's not too big, is it?
Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end.
Oh, right. Still haven't figured out how to hide the cursor on OBS. Hey, there they are.
That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate.
The ultimate despair.
That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiac. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days.
But then something went wrong. Right? Like something happened? Zodiac got too greedy or something. That's what I thought, at least. Guess we're about to find out. Like, for real, we are about to find out. What prompted Vana to summon Hydaelyn?
Yet the cries echoed still.
Create, sorry. Not summon.
We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable.
Whoa. Pretty heavy for the first
A
half of the
reality
episode, huh?
too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
There's the convocation.
This is all wrong. Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
Or maybe it's not the convocation.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion.
Yeah.
Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it. We won't accept it. It will be ours again. A world free of sorrow.
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
It's a reasonable argument.
O mighty Zodiac! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old.
And that's a
The
promise.
days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk.
By the power of Grayskull! Holy shit. So this is the moment of the sundering, isn't it? This music, I love it. It's a more rockin' version of the original, isn't it?
All is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment.
Ow. She got messed up.
I birth a world of suffering, to mire and plague.
Whoa. Damn!
In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured.
Pretty sure I didn't have that shield back then, but yeah. Or that sword.
To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you.
But she's... Good point, good point.
To find joy, even as darkness descends.
Yeah.
And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
Despite... She's covered in blood, holy shit.